It's back to work for the Botched doctors. On Thursday's season premiere of Botched, Dr. Terry Dubrow and Dr. Paul Nassif took on two challenging cases. First up, tiny Tameka Harris accompanied close friend Shamra to a consultation with the docs as the new patient was left with baseball boobs following a failed trans tummy tuck. The left one, it's heavy, very hard, and it looks like a baseball, the Atlanta resident confessed. And on the right, I have rippling and it's just ugly. Apparently, after having her daughter, Shamra reached out to a doctor who was known for an unconventional way of doing the breast procedure. Specifically, the plastic surgeon went through the navel to put in implants with minimal scarring. Sadly, this was all too good to be true as Shamra walked away with a botched boob job. To make matters worse, the revision for this procedure could have resulted in Shamra losing her nipples. The reason why this is a high-risk case is thin skin and soft tissue with little blood vessels that aren't bringing in a lot of oxygen to the nipple and areola, Dr. Dubrow explained during a sit-down with Shamra and Tiny. You start cutting around there, it cuts off the oxygen. That's what can make a problem for scar formation and even keeping the nipple alive. Regardless, as Dr. Dubrow has never lost a nipple, he promised to revise the botched boob job and explained how he'd keep Shamra's nipples healthy. We put nitro paste to make the blood vessels bigger, we put you in a hyperbaric oxygen chamber, we put leeches on, the botched star shared. So if you're in, I'm in. Although Dr. Dubrow was confident in his game plan for Shamra's revision, he came across a shocking discovery during surgery, a putty-like substance inside the patient's breast. I've never seen this before in a cosmetics breast case, even the most complicated ones, Dr. Dubrow relayed later. I never anticipated finding this type of material inside of Shamra's left breast. Of course, this complicated the procedure even more, but Dr. Dubrow was able to use an alternative plan to fix the breasts. Ultimately, Shamra walked away very happy with Dubrow's work. Before my surgery with Dr. Dubrow, I had huge nipples, my left breast was very hard and on the right I had rippling, Shamra expressed after the surgery. Now since my surgery, I see these nice, normal, beautiful breasts. Shamra wasn't the only happy patient as 34-year-old model Nassif also had a successful encounter with the Botched doctors. The professional model turned to the docs after fat injections under her eyes left her with terrible bags. Per Nassif, she had the procedure in an attempt to compete with younger models in her field. Despite initially wanting fillers, Nassif's original doctor convinced her to take fat from my abdomen and place it under her eyes. Unfortunately, the doctor wasn't an expert in this type of procedure and used Nassif as a guinea pig. When I woke up, I immediately knew that something was wrong, Nassif shared in a confessional. My eyes was swollen terribly and one eye was bigger than the other. During a consultation, Dr. Nassif theorized that Nassif's fat likely attached itself to the muscle. Thus, her case was particularly difficult as a revision procedure could result in several complications. Nonetheless, Nassif agreed to the revision as she didn't want to deal with this anymore. In order to curate the best team for Nassif's case, Dr. Nassif enlisted the help of Dr. Masri. The two doctors seemingly worked well together as they were able